Imagine you are a celebrity with many die-hard fans, and one day you lose your love for whatever you've been doing. You quit to do something else, and in our case this is acting. This rubs some people the wrong way, so they decide to take things into their own hands. Sit back and enjoy the story of Perfect Blue. A crowd is chatting amongst themselves whilst they are waiting for a show. The show is being performed by our main character Mina. We see Mima getting ready in an unorganized manner. She walks out with her group called Cham, and the crowd goes crazy. We get many scene changes between Mina's normal life and her idol life. We see Mina on public transport blending in with everyone, then back on stage performing. We see her doing mundane grocery shopping, then back to her performing. She is having a conversation with recruiters regarding a drama TV show. Her manager Numi makes decisions without her input. Back to her performance, we see a security guard that stands out, and I'll call him Bob. He views her as an object to be admired. A group of delinquents are booing Mina's show, which catches his attention. Mina gives an announcement, and Bob approaches the delinquents. We see Bob getting beaten up for this though. The crowd throws cans at the group to protect Bob. They retaliate, causing chaos in the crowd. Mina tries to calm the crowd, but this causes the delinquents to throw a can at her. Bob stops this, and with a creepy face he scares them off. With peace finally being restored, they announce that this is Mina's last performance with Cham. She wants to become an actress instead. The crowd is disappointed, but they respect her decision. Bob looks lost though. We see more duality between Mina cycling home to her ordinary apartment, and Mina walking out to the stage, being cheered on by her fans. Mina is now in her house, and she does ordinary things, like making food and feeding her fish. She jumps into bed, and we can see her messy room. She takes down her Cham poster and starts going through fan letters. One letter is very creepy as they claim to enjoy looking into her room, and they made a website on it. This freaks her out, but she gets a call. It's her mum, and she's checking up on her. Her mum knows she wants to be a singer, but Mina tells her that the industry is too difficult. Someone else calls her, and all she hears is breathing on the other side. She returns to talking with her mum, but her bath is ready, so she cuts the call. Whilst in the bathroom, she gets another notification. This time it's a fax. The fax calls her a traitor, and she looks out the window, now scared. She is now in the movie studio, and she shows Numi the letter. She disregards her concern, saying it's normal. They begin recording, and Mina admires the actors. It's her turn, so she is called up. She is nervous even though she only has one line. She repeats her line and becomes very anxious. She scans the room and spots Bob. Her manager speaks to the producers about getting Mima more lines. He says it'll be really difficult and gives him a fan letter for Mina. Mina is about to perform, and the manager is about to open the letter. However, an explosion goes off, scaring everyone. The manager is now on the floor injured. Mina rushes to help him, and she realizes that the letter had a bomb. Mina tells Numi that they should tell the police about the bomb letter. However, she disregards it and claims it was just a prank. What the actual fuck? She searches up the website the fan linked. It has a different essay on her every day. The essays are incredibly detailed, containing information no one should know. This scares her even more. Back at the movie studio, Mina is acting. A model is on the runway. However, later she is seen dead. Her managers don't believe that she got enough screen time. Numi believes she should go back to Cham. Cham has grown greatly in popularity, reaching top 100 in Japan. Mina is now going around town. She gets freaked out, remembering how someone has been watching her. On her way to work, she enters an elevator. As the doors are closing, she sees Bob staring at her. She finds her old group celebrating as they made the charts. She is acting again and is approached by a recruiter. He offers her a position as a model. We see Bob in the studio recording Mina. Reading ahead in the script, she realizes she has to do a bad scene. A really bad scene. Like the worst type of scene you can imagine. Numi offers to try change the scene, but Mina says she'll do it. On the train home, she looks really empty. Her reflection tells her she shouldn't do it, startling her. She is doing the scene and Bob is seen in the crowd. I'll have to skip pretty much all of this, but all you need to know is that this brought Numi to tears watching it. On their way home, the manager starts to feel bad for Mina. Bob watches them drive past. She returns home and finds all of her fish have died. She then breaks down and starts to mess up her room. It's not about the fish dying, by the way. She regrets doing the scene. Her reflection comes back and tells her, "I told you so." We see Bob in his room writing another essay on Mina. We can also see his Mina obsessed room. She does an interview and says she prefers being an actor over being an idol. Bob finds the article and rips up in anger. Mina is reading the website and finds out they wrote more slanderous stuff about her. Her reflection taunts her, saying she regrets quitting being an idol. Having done that scene, there is no way she can be an idol again. The scriptwriter finds a bloody note left on his parking spot. He scans the parking lot and finds no one. He presses the elevator and starts to hear Mina's music. When it opens, he finds a speaker playing it. In the next scene, he is found brutally murdered. Mina tells the manager her safety concerns. She connects the dots between the letter and the murder, but he calls it nonsense. She is heavily depressed and tries to smile. This causes her to see her reflection again, and she taunts her. Mina is doing a photo shoot with a perverted photographer. He starts off by taking normal photos, but ends with her stripping until she's fully naked. Sitting in a locker, her reflection tells her how she made a big mistake switching to acting. She imagines herself joining Cham on stage. Mina is now crying in the bath. Bob collects all the copies of the photo shoot. Now in his room, he is updating the website. His posters start to speak to him, calling the real Mina an imposter. Mina's reflection thanks him for all his hard work and hugs him. She is acting, but she sees Bob, which scares her. When the producer questions what happened, Bob disappears. Mina goes to see her old group having a podcast. She catches her reflection with them. This scares her, so she runs to chase it. She follows it into the streets. She reaches a road and is approached by Truckun with Bob driving. She wakes up in her bed and it was all revealed to be just a dream. She is acting again and spots Bob staring at her. She remembers her dream and gets scared. She wakes up again. She speaks to Numi and reveals she has lost sense of reality. She is now in a messier room and is depressed and unmotivated. The photographer gets a pizza delivered to his house. He gets stabbed in the eye, then in the stomach several times. He is then stabbed over and over and over again whilst on the floor. The attacker is revealed to be Mina. She wakes up again. She gets a call checking up on her. On the news, it's revealed the photographer was found dead with 75 stab wounds. She opens her closet and is shocked to find bloody clothes. Someone rings on her doorbell, so she hides it. It is the press and they bombard her with questions. It is raining and she is acting in a murder scene. She imagines the guy as the photographer, which makes her faint. She wakes up again. She talks to a therapist. She is asked her name and what she does for a living. She is diagnosed with an identity disorder. It is revealed that everything we saw was real. She was never an actor. Nope, she was actually just acting again, and she's in the studio. Everyone congratulates her amazing acting skills. She passes out and Numi catches her. She leaves to get changed and bumps into her stalker, Bob. He pins her to the ground and holds a knife at her. He says he's protecting Mina. She says she is Mina, but he doesn't believe her. He reveals himself to be the killer and is about to kill her. She kicks him away, then tries to run away. The door is locked and Bob catches up. He tries to stab her multiple times but misses. He gets his knife stuck in the wall, so he starts to punch her instead. He ties her up and is about to finish her off, but she smacks him in the head with a hammer. He pauses, then stumbles around before falling to the ground. It was revealed to be another acting scene as another crowd congratulates her. Numi checks the changing room and can't find Mina. She finds a lost and distressed Mina just standing still in the hallway. She questions reality again. She goes back to the scene with Bob, and Numi thinks she was just dreaming. She wakes up in her bed. She tries to call the manager, but he's been murdered along with Bob. Her fish are alive again, and her poster is back up. She realizes that she isn't in her room. Her reflection appears again, and it's Numi. She tries to stab Mina but misses. She is pinned to the bed and blocks another attack. She gets stabbed, then kicks her away. She tries to escape through the balcony. She slips and is now hanging on for dear life. Numi attacks her, forcing her to jump off. She chases her and she runs away. She catches her and stabs her with an umbrella. She pins her against the wall. Numi calls Mina an imposter, so she removes her wig. Numi freaks out and falls onto a glass shard. She then walks around into the road and is about to be hit by a truck-kun. She embraces it, but Mina comes in running and pushes her out of the way. The driver gets out of the car and calls an ambulance. The doctor tells her that Numi still thinks she is Mina. Mina gets in the car now knowing she is real. Well, that was a crazy movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join my Discord in the description, like and subscribe, look out and take care.